Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Elephant Justice.
And Nick.
And we are back to playing Heavy Rain. Last time, we were the donut of the law. We kicked open doors in a trademark fashion, and we beat the hell out of some guy named Troy. Our son hates us, and now we are the Boston-speaking Norman Jayden, the biggest badass from the FBI. And we need to find out, who is this origami killer? And we were talking to this asshole Blake.
What happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found
Where
a
are you
body
walking,
about
Blake?
6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now.
Where are you
Based on
walking,
what we've
Jayden?
seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some...
This really seems like they just said, you want to see a dead body? And they said, hell yeah! And everybody from the department came.
We're not in the FBI.
No.
Does that not seem like... Because there's so many...
They're screaming it.
What?
They're screaming they want to see a dead
It's
body.
like, you want to see a dead body? Sure.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look. Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
That's the closest we get to a token black
Do you
guy. in
have
this
any
game.
leads?
My men are going over the scene with a fine-tooth comb. If the killer left anything behind, we'll find it. Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand.
Wow,
you mind
Blake's
if I look
yelling
around?
everything.
Be my guest. Hey, Jayden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Sadly.
Sadly. Yeah!
She said pun.
Pretty
Should've said
chilly,
it.
huh? Is that a coffee you're drinking there?
There's some in the thermos behind you. Help yourself.
Coffee you're drinking there? Might as well. The best part of waking up is Foster's in yoga.
Product placement.
Oh, yes.
No, for you.
I did do product placement. So this.
Married comment. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
How do you know that they're not the killer? Alright, well, he is FBI, and FBI agents aren't stupid.
Can't step in a puddle. Oh, no.
No, I didn't know I had electronic shoes? That joke was just terrible. I couldn't even finish it. I'm like James Sunderland over here.
Married comment. The victim
Talking
is
and
lying on his
stuttering.
back. No visible signs of violence.
Huh. What's over here?
Superficial wound on the right thigh.
Semen! Oh, no, that's blood.
Analysis suggests it
Okay,
could
good.
be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion.
Some semen?
His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
This is a New York crime scene. It's not these. There's.
A small
That's the origami figure Ethan made!
Fingers were probably closed after the time of death.
Well, Ethan's
An
crazy.
orchid was placed on the victim's chest.
Ethan's totally crazy.
He has too much food.
The victim is Jeremy Bowles,
Who?
declared missing 5 days ago.
He has
See
too much
reference
times to be, pressed. Hey, how come Scott isn't investigating this guy? Isn't investigating this kid? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Scott actually does investigate way more kids later. I actually totally forgot about that. I literally forgot like half the evidence that we. Oh.
Dead cat. The FBI doesn't keep files on dead cats. Not yet.
I'm gonna be the first FBI officer to keep a file on dead. Jaden, you're so badass, and you don't even try. Let's follow this weird pollen. After this, isn't that it?
Very
Just the
common.
pollen?
Pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail.
Semen?
Common. Traces of blood on the railroad track.
Yeah, sure. Blood.
Analysis confirms it comes from the victim.
Semen came from the victim.
No comment.
Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Alright, after this, isn't that basically all the evidence?
Yeah, once again.
Alright.
Harry, comment. There are traces
I wanna
of
see you do
blood
this in
on
one
the
try.
fence behind the railroad line.
I mean, in one try.
It comes from the victim.
Like, does
Killer
not
came
scream.
this way with the body and probably
I'm totally
raised
gonna
it on his
screw
way
up,
to
let's
the
be
fence.
honest.
That. Oh, what? Oh, okay. That was set.
Yeah.
I thought you already messed up.
And nobody gives a shit. I did it! Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, it looks easy.
So good.
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
So he could tell the footprints from the other guys, but not this guy? No, because we're an hour in the game. That'd be too much.
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. I think I've seen all there is to see.
There we go. At this point, I think I could just cut back to the... I'm just gonna slide
Stumble
down.
down.
I'm just gonna slide down.
At this point, I would hate my life.
Oh, Jaden. Might as well take the glasses off. Oh! Do you see that? He's covered head to toe in mud.
Just like any good.
All good.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
You think we got enough evidence?
I'm pretty sure we got about everything. We got the orchid. We got the kid. We got the tire tracks. The tire tracks are the thing that I think really Get the hell out of the way, Blake. Yeah, fun. I'm pretty sure Jaden really does hate his life right now.
Seems like everyone so far is hating their life.
Scott doesn't hate his life.
I would, with asthma.
Asthma's not that bad. I know people.
Everyone with asthma is gonna hate me now.
Everybody with asthma is gonna be like, oh, I have asthma. I know someone who has asthma, and he says it sucks, but it's not like the worst. Oh, now we go to. Okay, I thought we went. Look at that face of depression. It makes my soul cry. Oh, yeah! That means we got all the evidence. It's a bat.
A bat.
It's a wolf.
A wolf's head.
It's a crab.
A crab.
It's death.
Death. Death.
I like this therapist. I have anxiety.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault.
He really
Jason's
isn't.
dead.
No, it's not.
He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out
It's
for him.
not you. It kind of is, but not really.
Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
I think he resents the fact that I can't live up to his expectations. I seem incapable of making his mother and him happy.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
Crash.
What do you
I
No longer want to live. I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
I couldn't save Jason. Sean doesn't need a father like me.
That's right, Ethan.
Is there something
Break
else
silence.
you wanted
Is,
to tell me?
oh, this is something else you want to tell me?
I sometimes have these blackouts. Times when I don't know what I'm doing. I recover consciousness sometime later, but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really
Damn,
don't
6
know
months. I
what
thought it was
effect
8.
A shock like that can have on the brain. That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week.
And we'll continue this Let's Play in the next
You're
episode.
lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
Doesn't he say I wish I hadn't?
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
Well, I've been Ella for Justice. And on that very sad and depressing note, that is the end of this episode. We will see you all later.